Hello everyone, and welcome back to Xenoblade Chronicles. I was thinking this would be a really good place to start an episode that looked really cool, and then I got a fucking landmark, so I guess I had to start there to avoid confusing myself with my own visualizers. In the last episode, we came here to the High Entier Tomb, in order to try and prevent Melia from being killed, as we've seen in a vision, by some kind of nastiness that befalls her in the tomb. We've been working our way through. We know Melia is being confronted by the mysterious assassin at the moment, and we are going to be joining her shortly. Let's just take this guy out quite quickly. This is a weird one. Like, they throw you an Olga Rufus as, like, a spooky mini-boss early on, and then they just... I think that one might be slightly more impressive than this one, I don't know, but, like, yeah, they throw it as a mini-boss, and now they're just everywhere. Oh, and they throw us masters with it as well to make it a bit more interesting, I guess.
Worldly leave it to me. Right, you're up. Yeah. Right time.
Jesus Christ, that sword drive just ruined his day, didn't it? Yeah, if I'm a little bit negative if it sounds like I'm a little bit negative on the High Entier Tomb, it's because I am. I really like the design of it, the concept and the music. Unfortunately, they're like, oh, the tomb's got all these things in it to deter robbers. It'll be a difficult trial. It's just fighting annoying but easy enemies who just come out of nowhere and grab you, and it's just like here again. It's like none of these are a challenge. It's like the game's trying to make it seem like this is kind of the challenge. Basically, what it comes down to, and this is an overarching thing, Xenoblade is very good at many things. It can have cool overarching levels, it can have really cool plot. One thing it can't really do is what you'd consider a dungeon in the traditional sense. This is very much, the High Entier Tomb is very much attempting to be a dungeon, and it very much misses the mark for me. Well, I know what it's going for, it just doesn't do it great. Anyway, we are nearly at the end of our trials here, because if I press this button... then you'll recognise this as last episode where Melia fought those Asters off so successfully. And indeed, when we get to the end, you'll find out that time's been fucked with.
Filthy Homs half-breed has no right to the throne!
Melia, half Homs. Melia!
So? There's Telethia in the tomb! Why should you care when you're about to meet your death?
Now this can actually be a surprisingly difficult boss fight. Who's learned an art? Melia's got to the top levels of Summon Bolt. Oh, that's going to be so good. Oh, Dunban's learned Thunder. Thunder's a really strange thing where a pulse, even if shits himself, a pulse attacks enemies behind. If he's got an aura active, then it forces daze. I often have an aura active with Dunban, so this can actually be pretty good. I will probably put this on instead of Battle Eye for a bit. At least, because I find that I use Heat Haze and Spirit Breath a lot more, really. And let's also put as many levels... oh, we can't even put any more levels into Summon Bolt for now, but soon we will. So, in this fight, I want to use Melia. She's really handy here. Then we have Dunban in second and Sharla in third, because you really do want some support and some healing in this. Dunban's a nice way of outputting damage. Melia, very handy here for if we need to use kind of Mind Blast on that Telethia. Fun fact, while this Telethia can use Soul Read, it very rarely does. To the point where you don't really need to have Shulk here, even though it feels like you should have. Occasionally, Tyria, who's the kind of assassin, will do this annoying thing she's done here, where you can't target her. I think that might be... I don't know what it is, never fully figured it out. But at that point, you can just focus on the Telethia. Anyway, Dunban, see there, he forced daze on it by kind of pooing out his thunder, so he's fighting. It's quite cool. He's... fuck me, did I just... oh. Well, let's Mind Blast it. We can do a purple chain attack, no problem. Yeah, I did a chain attack, and I didn't realize, like, wasn't focusing, and didn't notice that Melia didn't have a Oh, shit. Elemental equipped. Burst End, I guess, then. Actually, Burst End doesn't even do any damage, does it? Ugh. Oh, why are you giving me all these chain extensions now? Well, Thunder, let's daze the Sodium Telethia again. Solidum even, not Sodium. But that was a really weird chain attack. But there we go. Right, let's summon some stuff up again. Let's flare this, guys. Where you can, focus on Tyrea, but as I say, she will stop you from doing that every now and again. But yeah, especially, I would say, yeah, focus on Tyrea, and for that reason, again, like, if the Telethia does use Soul Read, which it still hasn't done at the moment, because the icon for Soul Read is very specific, Mind Blast is more than enough. Actually, having Shulk here with Purge is not really worth it. Shulk is not super helpful in this fight. He's more trouble than he's worth, basically. I would strongly recommend having healing in the form of Sharla. I have, unfortunately, this is going to go badly, yep. I had the Telethia's attention, and that is not good. But yeah, Melia and her absurd DPS can make this fight go very quickly, potentially. And playing as Melia is fun, just because of how different it is to anyone else. And you can see with Summon Copy how much I'm actually just getting bolts summoned all the time, and summoning bolts is Melia's true power. I think Tyrea's thing is she goes like 1-to-1 with someone. Oh, she's gonna Guilty Bomb 3. Actually gonna kill Dunban. Don't do that then. If you could stop that, Charlotte, that would be great. Obviously, we don't have Shock Here provisions, but we can heal Blast Dunban. That should hopefully buy him some time. That Guilty Bomb's just gonna wound him heavily instead now. But yeah, Summon Bolt is by a huge portion. Is by a huge portion Melia's most powerful attack. Oh, level up, nice. Oh, she's down, excellent. Yeah, she kind of seems to be able to force someone to go 1-to-1. It's like a lock-on thing, I think. So her and Dunban have been going 1-to-1, but then the issue is she has to deal with going 1-to-1 with Dunban. Oh, we've both been toppled, and Dunban's in the middle of a Blossom Dance. But yes, that's the issue of 1-to-1ing Dunban. The man just puts out an absurd amount of damage that they aren't really there to face. And here I've just got a constant stream of bolts coming in. It's great. I'm loving the way Melia's set up at the moment. And this is a nice thing where it's basically Dunban's kind of taking the aggro and tanking in front but tanking and also doing a lot of damage, while I'm here doing a shit ton of just like ping damage from a distance. Sharla's healing. Melia, Dunban, Sharla is actually a really good combination. And it turns out if I fuck up, we also have the option of a purple chain attack, which is something. Oh, let's Mind Blast this guy. He's, again, not used Soul Read, he's only got debuffs on up there. So there we go. Oh, chain attack, excellent. Let's try and finish him with a chain attack. Let's summon an electric elemental, summon a second electric elemental, get in the. Oh! Squished! Oh. We've all been getting careless. Right, get up. There we go. Right, let's finish this guy now. So, that will be elemental discharge from me. Dunban. Oh, Worldly Slash is always a nice one. Sharla's not going to take advantage of that ×2 so much, but Thunderbolt should do a nice bit of damage. Chain extension? No. Oh, the weird purple chain attack from earlier was better, frankly. Alright, let's lightning this one again, and then lightning him a third time. There we go. You're not going to see much of me for the next episode, so you know.
It's not over! Telethia! Kill as many of them as you can! Keep clear! The Telethia is destroying itself! What?
Almost bought it.
Alvis, thank you.
My pleasure, Shulk.
Why did you come?
The Monado gave me a warning that you were in danger. I'm just glad we made it.
Hey, Shulk. Whoever that was is gone.
So, they escaped.
Shulk, everyone, I thank you. You saved me.
Ricky, Smiley, Smiley! Melly, all safe! All thanks to Hero Pawn! Oh,
That's not how I remember it, cheeseball.
And that concludes my report on events in the tomb.
So, there are forces working in the shadows.
However, this is purely circumstantial. Nothing can be proven.
Inquisitors of the Bionite Order, dedicated and devoted to the Bionis.
The Order was dissolved under the rule of the Emperor Lumion, 47th successor to the throne, due to its extreme practices.
Like puppet masters pulling the strings from the shadows. I believe their bloodline was lost to the ages.
Her Highness the First Consort is currently residing in the Tower of Investigation. The Ministry of Investigation's judgment should be imminent.
Well, that may not be enough. I myself must shine a light on the truth.
Agreed.
Mother,
Melia,
Your Majesty.
you have returned unharmed from the tomb. The Forefathers have spoken.
But if it hadn't been for Shulk...
Callian has informed me of what happened. There is no reason to doubt your legitimacy to the throne.
Believe in yourself, Crown Princess.
Brother,
Tomorrow will be the Investiture Ceremony. At the appointed time, you will become my successor. Be proud.
I will.
Melia, my child, I am overjoyed at how far you have come. You are truly worthy of the throne. Continue the legacy of your High Entia and Hom's bloodline. You are the hope of Bionis.
Oh, Ricky and friends helped save Melly. Ricky very happy.
We're all relieved. But something's still bothering me.
What is it?
Why was Melia chosen as the crown princess? Shouldn't Callian have been the one to ascend? And her foe in the tomb clearly opposed that decision.
You have a point.
Callian is more than a worthy candidate. What reason could they have for choosing Melia? And why would Callian go along with this?
It's a mystery.
Our apologies. His Majesty the Emperor summons you.
Finally! He's gonna let us into Prison Island.
Yeah.
His Majesty awaits you in the audience chamber. He asks that you join him shortly.
Shulk, forgive us for detaining you earlier. You and I are not of the same people. But this I must say. Thank you for helping Melia Antigua, my daughter. It was no small feat.
Not at all. I too must apologize for meddling in your customs. We should not have interfered.
She is a lucky girl to have met such unselfish people. In the times to come, a ruler will need support from individuals like you. I hear you seek the Mechon.
Yes. The Mechon devastated our homes, and we lost many loved ones.
Revenge is your goal?
It is.
You are honest.
I do not want to hide our true intentions. Our very existence is at stake.
Unwavering, too. Shulk, you are the master of the Monado. But there is something that must be said.
What is it?
Long before our forefathers built this empire, two titans, the Bionis and the Mechonis, fought a vicious battle. Is this known among Homs?
Yes. It is told to us as children. The two fought and died, killing many creatures in the process. Their remains became our worlds, bringing forth new life on Bionis. That's how we were made.
The Bionis shall awaken once again.
Alvis told me the same thing.
This is not just the vision of a seer. All of Machna knows. The Telethia are as old as the Bionis itself, and now they disturb the ether. That disturbance can only lead to one thing.
But why is this happening now?
This is an inscription left by our forefathers. It is written, "Descendants of Antiqua, when the ether cries, the Bionis awakes. Mistake not the signs, and heed the sword's return. Trap its power, and assure eternal prosperity." All life born on Bionis affects the ether. The Mekon's assault is just the beginning. And these events were set in motion when you used the sword against them.
We used it because we...
Because you needed to. Without it, you could not survive. I cannot dispute this fact. I believe the inscription speaks of these very events with the Mekon. But if their assault continues, if more lives are lost, soon the Bionis will awake. And not only the High Entia, but all life will perish. Do you see, Shulk?
You're talking about total extinction.
Correct. Which is why the Mekon's invasion must be stopped.
Then you'll help us. Your Majesty, we need Imperial sanction to enter Prison Island. Will you permit us entry?
What will you do there?
I saw it in a vision. We will fight a faced Mekon. They must pay for what they did.
Then you will have seen him too. On Prison Island, our forefathers sealed something away, just as they did to the Monado. All records have been lost, and there is now no way to know what it was.
Is it connected to the awakening of the Bionis?
I do not know, but our forefathers must have had good reason. We must trust their decision. Shulk, allow me some time to deliberate. Above all else, I will consider the safety of Bionis. You are our Bionis brethren. We will not ignore your plight.
I understand. This is not our homeland. If you decide not to let us go, I will accept your decision.
I am sorry.
It's okay.
One more thing.
Yes?
I ask this not as Emperor Saurian Antiqua, but as a father. I do not demand that you act as Melia's protector, but I would be honored if you would be her friend. This is my humble request.
It would be my honor.
The Telethia are on the move.
Yes.
That fleshy fool will go for the Monado. What of the faces?
Repairs to metal are complete.
And Nemesis?
Nemesis is...
The Homs with the Monado. He has reached Erith Sea?
Yes.
Then there is only one place for them to go. Yet he will not dare unleash such power. No matter. Bugs must still be exterminated. It is time to test our new toy. Commence the assault on Bionis.